Adam Pearce going to stay out with me because we got a big time announcement coming up here in just a few moments. But first, I'd like to bring out the woman who is the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Rhea, of course, will be with us in Los Angeles on January 6th to make history. And I want to start talking about your upbringing in Australia, working the independent scene there, coming to the WWE as part of the Mae Young Classic. Take us through those early years and tell us if you ever felt that this day would happen.
Honestly, I always say life is like a roller coaster of emotions. There's ups, there's downs, you go through that journey, but at the end of the day, the ride is always worth it. So I definitely had my down points, I definitely had my ups. I always loved this business, and I always wanted to be here to do this, but I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that I could be here doing exactly what I'm doing, being on this stage in front of all you guys.
So, if I bring up the name Raquel Rodriguez to you, what do you think about it?
What do I think about her? I think that she is a backstabbing friend, and I honestly think that Liv should watch her back.
If I bring up the name Dominic Mysterio to you,
Dominic Mysterio. You know, we were in a 2-year relationship, Cole. 2 years.
2 years too long.
And he cheated on me with Liv Morgan for chicken tenders. I thought he was a man. He proved to everyone, and he proved to me that he was not. He's just a little child.
By the way, I did warn you for 2 years.
Look.
Nonetheless, let's talk about the world champion. Let's talk about Liv Morgan. What do you think of Miss Morgan?
She's a coward. She's a what? A bum? Yeah, she is. Get it going. You guys keep me young. But yeah, honestly, I think that she's a bit of a coward. You know, she's never really stepped to me one-on-one. She's always had someone behind her to help her, or in front of her, depending whether she runs in front of Raquel or behind Raquel. Really bad bodyguard, by the way. But I think she's a coward. A bum.
January 6th, Los Angeles, Netflix. You're going to be one of the stars of the show. Your face is going to be plastered everywhere around the world on Netflix. Got to be a dream come true.
Oh, it definitely is. This is wild. I really hope that, you know how you can choose your little like emojis on Netflix? I want a Rhea Bloody Ripley one.
Sure, look at bloody. Well, we got a friend here for you.
Friend?
Oh, I use that term loosely. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. Christmas for that stuff. Accompanied by her friend.
Accompanied by the most gorgeous man in WWE, Dominic Mysterio, and the most powerful and dominant woman, Raquel Rodriguez. Thank you.
Now, a question for you, Liv, and I mean this with all honesty. I was a huge friend of yours for many years. We've had our differences as of late. However, I would like to say that I truly believe that you could be the superstar of the year in 2024. I mean, you won the Women's World title, the Crown Jewel Championship. Now, granted, those two over there help, but still, you've had an unbelievable year this year.
I have. Thank you so much. You know, I know that Rhea is used to being on top, but 2024 was the year of Monday Night Morgan. Man, crying about it because not only did I retire Becky Lynch, but I defeated Tiffany Stratton, I defeated Io Sky, I defeated Nia Jax, I even defeated you in interview multiple times. I became the first and only Women's Crown Jewel Champion, and for 200 plus days, I've been standing here as your Women's World Champion.
So, can I offer you just a little bit of advice?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. You had a great year, right? Do you realize how much bigger, better, more respected you would be if you just dumped those two and the rest of the Judgment Day crew?
Michael, you're not going to disrespect my family right in front of me while I'm up here. Are you jealous? Michael, you must be jealous. What are you jealous of? Dominic's gorgeous, luscious hair and his luscious mustache. I know you haven't seen that in a couple decades.
Guess what?
What?
It's the holiday season, right?
Yes.
We're into giving gifts, right? Well, I understand that General Manager Adam Pearce has a very special holiday gift for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at two of the centerpieces of what will be the Raw Netflix era. And as such, January 6th in Los Angeles, one of the biggest events in WWE history, has just gotten bigger. Because it is official. Liv Morgan, you will defend that Women's World Championship on that night, live on Netflix, against Rhea Ripley. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
It's official, January 6th in Los Angeles, Morgan Ripley for the world title.
The funny thing is, you say all these accomplishments, but they don't mean anything. I love you too, small child.
You're disgusting! Shut up!
You've beaten those people, yes, you have pinned me, but you have not done it all by yourself. The only reason you have that title is because I wasn't here. Because you're just not as good as Rhea bloody Ripley. I beat you at Bash in Berlin. I beat you at War Games. And you best believe, sweetheart, I'm gonna beat you January 6th on Netflix.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it will happen on January 6th, Monday night. The Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan for the Women's World title. Thank you, folks. Dominic, come in the door, hit you in the ass on the way out. So again, 208 million worldwide subscribers for Netflix are going to have the opportunity to sample the WWE product. For all of you longtime fans, you know what to expect, but there's going to be millions of new fans out there that are going to be introduced to WWE for the very first time. And oh man, are they in for a hell of a ride. Coming up next, as we head toward Netflix, we are going to have a battle over the Ula Fala. It is a battle for tribal combat.
Hey, you know what's really weird, Michael? The true rightful WWE champion doesn't even get invited to this giant press conference. How does that work? How is it that the true WWE champion has to sneak in, terrible security in this building, by the way, and steal a microphone to be a part of this? I belong here. I am your WWE champion.
So first off, I'm really confused that you're not doing this in a car out in the parking lot like a bum. But with that,
The microphone wouldn't reach all the way here, okay?
Kevin, you're being delusional. How on
And how dare you call me a bum? I'm dressed to the nines again for you. I have to go. I'm not done talking. You want me to go? Okay, I'll go. I just need to tell you. December 26th, my first show as WWE Champion in Jacksonville.
I do want to say you're delusional because you're not really the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the man who dumped Cody Rhodes on his head after Cody beat him in the main event of Saturday night's main event. I'm afraid to say that he's really lost. It makes you tank. Well, anyhow, I was talking about the big event coming up on January 6th, and why don't we just bring him out here right now? Ladies and gentlemen, the new Bloodline. Ladies and gentlemen, January 6th, Monday Night Raw, the premiere on Netflix. It is Tribal Combat, the battle for the Ula Fala, the battle to determine who is the true tribal chief. Will it be Solo Sikoa, or will it be the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns? Tribal combat, which means there are no rules. So first I'd like to start off with the man on the right, Tama Tonga. Tama, what are your thoughts on tribal combat at the Raw premiere on Netflix? Okay. Interesting. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, the enforcer, the Solo Sikoa. What are your thoughts on tribal combat?
They've gotten so overdoing that shit.
Okay. The man who took over the Bloodline right after WrestleMania in April of this year, Solo Sikoa, who now claims that he is the true leader, the true head of the table, the true tribal chief. Solo, why do you believe that you are the tribal chief?
Two things, Michael Cole. One is because I have the Ula Fala. So that makes me the tribal chief. As a matter of fact, that makes me your tribal chief. And two, anyways, And two, all these people out here came to see me and acknowledge me. As a matter of fact, Cole, before I leave, WWE headquarters, acknowledge me.
You were too good.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I come out here this afternoon with a message of true honor. And I think Solo, more than anybody here, you understand that, because if you thought I was disrespecting you, you dropped me where I stand right now. Tama dropped me where I stand right now. Jacob, for sure, would drop us all where we stand right now.
I love you.
Here's what's happening January 6th on Netflix. There can only be one tribal chief. Now, in my mind, and in the mind of the island of relevancy that stands before you today, that tribal chief is the OTC, Roman Reigns. But I will give you credit, Solo. I respect what you've done. You took this entire industry and you turned it upside down. For 4 years, no one could stand up to Roman Reigns. For 4 years, no one even came close. You not only came close, you've taken the bloodline. You've taken the Ulafala. You've taken the name tribal chief. And Roman Reigns wants it back. So this isn't about just a fight. This is about tribal combat, where the only rules are, there are no rules. There's a winner and there's a loser. It's not about Alpha and Sika. It's not about Yokozuna. It's not about the Usos. It's not about Tama Tonga. It's not about Jacob Fatu. It's not about the wise man. It now comes down to you and the OTC Roman Reigns. It's not even about the promise and the favor that I owe CM Punk. It's about who is the real tribal chief. And in tribal combat, we find that out. We find out that one man is the reigning, defending, undisputed tribal chief. And the other man is just a long list of men who tried and ended up a wannabe tribal chief. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday night, January 6th, the series premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. That man, Solo Sikoa, battles Roman Reigns for the Ulafala, for the head of the table, for the right to be called tribal chief in tribal combat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live today in Stamford, Connecticut. This is WWE's global headquarters. And we're so glad you could join us today for this Monday Night Raw on Netflix Kickoff show. Now, a reminder, there are still limited tickets available if you're in the Los Angeles area on Monday night, January 6th, the brand new Intuit Dome. It's a beautiful facility. Wait till you see what they have in store. It's going to look tremendous for the opening of Monday Night Raw, the longest running television show and episodic show in history, coming to Netflix on Monday. The main event of Monday Night Raw when it premieres on Netflix, is one of the most anticipated matches in the history of our business. And I know that we say that many, many times when it comes to main events over the years, but there is no doubt with the passion and the emotion, the true disdain that these two have for one another, that this will indeed steal the show in Los Angeles. In order to talk about this and to put into perspective the importance of this main event, I'd like to bring back out the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, and the General Manager of Monday Night Raw, Adam Pearce. Hunter, Adam Pearce out here. We're going to get to the main event in just a moment because I understand now, as just told, that we had a very special guest who flew in at the last moment to this event because he's going to be the face of this program on Netflix. He is our World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Surprised us. I wasn't sure you were going to be here today.
Well, I'm almost a local here at the moment, so I made it.
Gunther, it's been an incredible year for you. It's been an incredible career for you in WWE. Over 80% of your time has been champion while you've been here. 870 days as the original NXT UK champ. 666 days as the Intercontinental Champion, and now closing in on 200 days as the World Champion. Did you ever expect, in your wild imagination, as you started off your career, that you'd be champion for so many times here in WWE?
Well, the road to that was not an easy one, and often, especially in this business, when you come up, there's a lot of hurdles on the way. But to be fully honest, whenever I looked myself in the mirror, I realized, gosh, man, you're easily better than everybody else here. Come on. So, who if not me? WWE and Netflix are going to make history on January 6th. Good luck. And thank God that the world champion is in the business of making history.
Since you've come to Raw and SmackDown, you've only been pinned twice. Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes. I talked a lot over the past couple of months of your crisis of confidence and how you seem to have lost an edge a bit when Cody Rhodes pinned you in Saudi Arabia to become the first ever crown jewel champion. However, I think you proved critics wrong at Saturday night's main event when you took out both Balor and Priest.
Well, Michael, that's yesterday's news, I would say. I'm focused on the future. The future says Monday Night Raw on Netflix. The future says I am, and for a very, very long time, I'm going to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Final question for you, Gunther. We heard a man come out here earlier today, the latest signee to Monday Night Raw. His name is Logan Paul. And he says his plans is to become World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, he's obviously a very talented man, athletically, but also in the entertainment world. He's a jack of all trades, as they say. But I don't believe World Heavyweight Champion is one of them. That being said, I think my English is pretty good by now, but I'll make it even simpler. If Logan Paul thinks he can walk in here and take this away from me, if he ever makes it to the top of that line to challenge me for the World Heavyweight Championship, it will be my duty and my pleasure to slap that stupid smirk out of his face.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who will lead Monday Night Raw into the Netflix hero, the World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. One of the most anticipated matches in the history of WWE and professional wrestling, for that sake, is going to come up at the season premiere on Netflix. Personal animosity, true hatred between these two men. It will be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Second City Saint, one of the most controversial men in all of sports entertainment, and the husband of AJ Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk. Paul Heyman mentioned it, and I've been trying to get this answer out of you for weeks now. What is the favor that Paul promised you? Joining Roman Reigns' team in War Games.
I need Paul Heyman's Netflix password. So I need to finish Heel season 2.
It's been 13 months since you returned to WWE. And that return was unexpected for the most part after a decade. Many of us were so glad to have you back. And there were many who didn't want you here. What's the past 13 months been like for you?
Better than Jacksonville!
I honestly think if I never came back, I had a good career, right? I feel fortunate. Every day I wake up, as people ask me, how are you doing today? I say, I woke up. That's the baseline. To be able to come back here to a place I never honestly wanted to leave, just, stuff happens. This has been a dream come true for me, to be able to, we're going to talk about it. We're going to be on Netflix. To be able to be a part of this company while we, break new ground and do things that I never saw on the horizon. It's really exciting for me. It's great to be here. It's great to be in the mix. I do feel there was I torn my tricep, and I woes me for 8 minutes, and I said, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and I said I was going to make it the best thing that ever happened to me. And I really think we did, and now I'm excited I feel like I after 12 months and a horrible injury, which would have maybe ended some other careers, I get a chance to do it all over again. So I'm looking at January as a fresh start, Royal Rumble, Netflix, Road to WrestleMania. This is literally, it sounds corny. I sound like a company man, but it's 100% been a dream come true.
So you've sort of got Hollywood a little bit, right? Heels, lions. Tell us how important this is for our company to go worldwide on the greatest streaming platform in the world, Netflix.
I think historically, if you look at the landscape of professional wrestling, when it was territories and they were packing stadiums like Shea Stadium and all that other stuff, but nobody ever thought this is going to be on cable television. And then we did it. We just had a successful Saturday night's main event, a sold-out Nassau Coliseum. I look at that as a similar turning point, right? Network television, so many new, look at all these hardcore fans here, right? These hardcore fans are the lifeblood of the business, and what being on network television in the 80s for Saturday night's main event did to make new hardcore fans and attract new people to WWE. The same thing, I look at Netflix as the same thing. We already have a global reach. This amplifies it beyond what I think a lot of people are able to grasp yet. Like, we kind of know how this is going to go. I think it's going to be even bigger than any of us dreamed.
On its first night, Monday Night Raw on Netflix, one of the most anticipated matches ever. You against Seth Rollins, personal animosity, disdain. Back in 2012, Rollins, part of a group called The Shield, appeared in Survivor Series as mercenaries for you. And now we've almost come full circle to where now you're going to battle Seth Rollins in one of these biggest matches ever. How did it get to this?
How much time you got? I think I want to spend less time on the details and more on, again, history. This is just what happens when you get two guys in the business that, in a way, have no peers. You saw it throughout history when there's two guys that are possibly so similar. This is just what happens. You know, the locker room's only so big. It can only fit so many egos. And there's a lot of talented people in the locker room, and a lot of the times, sometimes it comes down to there's only room for one of us. And that's how I view the Seth Rollins CM Punk situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who will face CM Punk, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins.
It's my time now, man!
Ladies and gentlemen, in 19 nights, Monday night, January 6th, Intuit Dome, Los Angeles, California. The series premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Thank you everybody for joining us. Please have happy and safe holidays. I'll see you on Monday Night Raw. Have a great one, everybody.